Alright, we got the old Chevy here. Started developing a noise. Sounds like wheel bearing, but it also could be a rock, so. Okay. Pull this back. On your wobbly, on a 21 mil. Rust in there.
Lots of stuff going there. The edges are like peeling off.
Well, I want to keep the rotor, so you don't want to be hammering on the face of it. Oh, and the noise is gone. Which makes me think it's not a wheel bearing.
Just rusty crusty.
Yeah, I gotta do these. I did the rear ones already, but front ones, like, look at that.
Oh, you got chips too?
Yeah. I think I'm just going to leave this because these were new, but that's from parking it, right?
That's literally rust chips from itself.
Yeah, and that's what was in there making noise. I don't hear nothing in there. And there's no play in it. But that upper ball joint's, it's gotta go regardless. So, thinking maybe just do it anyway. You don't wanna turn the wheel and try it, because that's when there's pressure on the wheel bearing.
Yeah.
You wanna try it when it's straight.
When it's free turning.
And there should be no pressure on it. That feels really good.
That sounds like nothing.
Yeah, no, it was just rust. Oh, no, but it's hard to tell unless you take it apart, right?
Yeah.
Because even with this rotor on, I'm like, there's no brakes on there. You're thinking wheel bearing, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to do at this point is you want to take all these clips off. These clips off. We're going to kind of make these loose so that I can separate this upper ball joint. It'll go like this too. And then I got my ball joint press. Get a brand new ball joint. Replace that upper one because this has a lot of play in it. So. Alright, so I take my 18 mil and I loosen the ball joint, and at the same time I used a jack to put pressure up here because this is a torsion key, so it will try to push down. You keep the nut on there when you're separating these. There. So as you can see, the ball joint actually separated. It's at the nut, and it's separated here. So I'm just going to pry down on the frame, and at the same time, now it's actually coming off. I can see it's coming off. And I'm just prying off the frame with the pry bar and take this guy right out. Okay, so that's loose now. Okay, take that guy off. These guys I'm not using. And as you can see here, it is coming out straight. Out with the old, in with the new. Wow, that's not even holding nothing. Paper is the same as this. Does it stop there? Yes, sir, it does. So you want to make sure this hole is super clean, there's not debris in there. It's actually really clean, which is nice, and because they got these little tapers in here, so you do want to make sure that it goes in straight. And as you can tell, that's not the right ball joint. So that's not good. So now we got to go and return this. Marked it, because I'm hoping that it's not going to totally change my alignment when I put the new one in, but you don't really know. So I'm going to toss this in here and hopefully I can get it as straight as I can. And yeah, this guy I'm obviously going to have to heat because I tried to loosen it and there's no way. Yeah, heat is your friend. Eat your friend. All right, I'm gonna grab some lube now that it's moving a little bit. Well, the reason why I didn't spray lube on it before is because this stuff's flammable and I don't really want to sit here and get it flaming dwagging. All right. So now it's shocking it. So I'm hoping that will make it so this will come loose. These bolts are, I think they're 80 bucks.
Oh, she's gonna be hot for a long time.
A little heat. A little heat never killed anybody. Other than the witches. Hiya! As you can see, it's a little bit recessed this way. That one's recessed that way. There's this no core on that guy. So yeah, this is the ball joint that I was having issues with. You can't find this in a 1.86, which is what this is. This is a 1.82. So now, if this ball joint goes, when it goes, because these front ends in these heavy trucks, so the first thing you check, push this up, make sure it fits in your friggin' hole. If she fits in the hole, then you're a happy camper.
Kinda.
Now the important part here is making sure that the little nipple here is actually sitting in here, because if it's not sitting in here, you can actually bend these super easy, or you can knock that off, and once you knock that off, it's going to be very, very hard to set your alignment. And these have a little, you got to match the angle on them, right? Because this place, you can see how it's flat. Zoom right in there, get right in there, see how it's flat there, and that's why this one, it's hard to get in there. You just got to get the right angle. Alright, so we took this off the old one, it's holding that. We got this guy tightened, we got this guy tightened and torqued. We got this guy down here tightened, torqued, and cotter pinned. So now we're gonna just start throwing it back together. Dad's better. Oh, he's quick. He deserves to live.
Oh,
What the what was that? I got it.
he just stopped moving.
I thought it was Dodge people that were shitty. Chevy guys, holy fuck. Alright, so I'm gonna guess this is a 21. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa! Too much! Perfect. Hold this.
Just scared.
So nice with the flex at it. Ow.
Yeah, your torque angle's better, eh?
Whoa! Yeah. Just about that much.
Yeah,
This stupid thing went backwards. You see that?
Yeah.
Mid stroke.
Okay.
They call it a stroke because every time you swing, you feel like you're gonna fucking die.